This is the instant news, and here are the latest. Exposing election fraud. Powell submits indisputable evidence. CNN exposes Biden. More than $300 million dark money helped his campaign. Flynn says Biden and Obama colluded with Beijing and Iran to manipulate the U.S. election. Trump is prepared, and Biden fears being imprisoned by deep state. Florida Republican Congressman Bill Posey tweeted on Saturday 28th that Sidney Powell had recently submitted election fraud evidence in a lawsuit filed in Michigan and Georgia. Posey also spoke to the U.S. Department of Justice and National Intelligence Director John Ratcliffe. It is necessary to investigate the many serious voter fraud allegations. Posey posted the following pieces of evidence Powell submitted to the court on his Twitter account. 1. Russell Ramsland, a partner of the cybersecurity company Allied Security Operations Group, ASOG, testified under oath that the Dominion voting system has the function of changing Trump's votes to Biden. For this, he provided detailed evidence. 2. Statistics show that the voter turnout rate in many districts/townships in Michigan far exceeds 100%. The actual number of people who voted is several times the number of legally registered voters. The turnout rate in the city of North Muskegon was as high as 781.91%, and turnout rate in the Zeeland Charter Township in Ottawa County was as high as 460.51%, and the turnout rate in Grout Township was 215.21%. 3. Michigan resident Matt C. Miantar testified under oath. On the afternoon of Election Day, he witnessed a black van without any signs driving into the post office in downtown Plymouth, Wayne County. 2 people got out of the van and took out 3 or 4 large transparent plastic bags from the van's rear and gave them to the driver of a vehicle with the Postal Service logo. During the whole process, no words were exchanged between the 3 people. Moreover, the 2 people from the van threw the plastic bag into the back of the postal van and left, did not go to the post office to complete the delivery like other mailers. In addition, in an interview on Friday 27th, Powell said that Biden had obtained at least 10 million fraudulent votes, of which millions were votes of the dead. She also revealed that she has check stub photos of the ballot purchased by the Biden campaign and that the people in the Biden campaign used those checks to buy votes in the hands of voters and conduct fraudulent voting. The left-wing media CNN published an article on November 27th with the headline, "Democrats deride dark money, but a new analysis shows it helps boost Joe Biden." The so-called dark money refers to anonymous political contributions. According to the latest research conducted by the Center of Responsive Politics, a nonprofit organization in the U.S., more than $320 million in dark money funded the Democratic campaign during the election, which is more than twice what the Republican Party has. The analysis shows that the Democratic presidential candidate Biden received the most anonymous funds. He received nearly $132 million in anonymous funds to win the White House. In contrast, there were only $22 million of such funds to support President Trump. The analysis pointed out that some dark money also came from shell corporations disguised as ordinary companies. Since the source of such anonymous funds is unknown, covering up the donor's political stance, critical belief that it would benefit enterprises, trade unions, various organizations, and even enterprises and civil organizations related to foreign powers to influence the election. General Flynn, Trump's former national security advisor, said in an interview with conservative media on Saturday that the Chinese Communist regime, Iran, and other countries have participated in manipulating the U.S. election. Biden is a political puppet controlled by these 2 regimes. Joe Biden, Adam Schiff, and Barack Obama participated in the election stealing. President Trump knows that all of this would happen and is prepared for it. Flynn emphasized that the December 14th deadline is irrelevant. Until all of the facts surrounding the theft of the election are found out, President Trump should not leave the White House. He can continue to honor his vows and control the White House. No deadline prevents him from doing this. The president has sworn to defend the country from all foreign and domestic enemies, so he will not hand over the White House to political puppets controlled by the enemies of the United States, the CCP, and Iran. General Flynn also confirmed in the interview that the U.S. Special Forces Command confiscated the servers of the CIA server center in Frankfurt, Germany. During the process, the 2 sides exchanged fire, and the U.S. military suffered casualties. He said that substantial evidence obtained from the seized servers will only be submitted to the Supreme Court, and those mid-level traitors will blame Biden and Obama, and they will say that they have been ordered to commit treason. Recently on Twitter, Francesca, the Patriot Girl, reported that President Trump signed an executive order in 2018. Dr. Frank Tianxie, a professor at the University of South Carolina's Icahn School of Business, who is concerned about the election, said in an interview recently, "This executive order means that if Biden participates in cheating in the election and his pseudo-transition team has accepted the federal funds of the administration, then all those involved in his transitional act are considered accomplices." As the executive order was signed and issued by the president or an administrative authority, it has its legal effect, but Trump now needs the U.S. Congress to approve it as a law so that the federal government can enforce it. Dr. Xie pointed out that Trump's executive order was signed in September 2018, and November 2018 was the U.S. midterm elections for the House and Senate. It is clear that the Trump campaign has already heard about election cheating and has already begun preparations. He believes that Trump's 2018 executive order is indeed a very surprising move. Regardless the crimes involved, Dr. Xie said, there are at least 2 crimes that can be thought out for stealing federal funds and violating election laws, and there must be some other for telecommunication fraud. Dr. Xie further analyzed and pointed out, Biden is a puppet and may face elected to sacrifice by the deep state if exposed. Dr. Xie also mentioned that at present, some sources say that Biden is now looking for Trump's good friend, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, and wants to ask him to tell Trump's campaign that if election fraud investigation and prosecution is further confirmed and established, Biden can voluntarily withdraw from the election. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please comment, like, and subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to turn on the bell to receive our latest notifications.